Is the technology company Apple making candy now?
Damn!
What do mummies and onions have in common? Who was the first one-armed player in the World Cup? Is the US government archiving our tweets? Get ready for loads of sweet treats for your brain in this episode of You Don't Know. Before he became president, Abraham Lincoln was a licensed bartender. He was co-owner of a store in New Salem, Illinois, which also operated as a tavern. The largest pumpkin pie ever baked was in 2005 and weighed 2,020 pounds. However, this record was broken in 2010 by a pie that weighed 3,699 pounds. Do you like pumpkin pie? Let us know in the comments. It takes a drop of water approximately 90 days to travel the entire length of the Mississippi River, which is about 2,320 miles long. Hector Castro, a one-armed player, scored a goal in the first World Cup in 1930. He played for the Uruguay soccer team, and his goal contributed to Uruguay's victory in the tournament. Cows do not have upper front teeth. Instead, they have a thick dental pad on their upper jaw, which they use along with their lower teeth to pull grass into their mouths. Sudan has more pyramids than any other country in the world, approximately 255, which is double the number found in Egypt. These pyramids were built by the rulers of the ancient Kushite kingdoms and are smaller than Egyptian ones. Martin Luther King Jr. received a C in public speaking during his first year at seminary. However, he later improved his skills and became one of the most influential public speakers in American history. You know the phrase, "you're the apple of my eye"? Well, what about onions? Apparently, onions were discovered in the eye sockets of the mummified body of the Egyptian pharaoh Ramses IV.
In the dawn of first light, the sun dance of daylight.
The human circulatory system, also known as the cardiovascular system, extends over 60,000 miles. It is long enough to go around the planet twice. This system includes the heart, blood vessels, and approximately 5 liters of blood that the blood vessels transport. It's hard to imagine life without the wheel. The Ljubljana Marshes wheel is the oldest wooden wheel yet discovered and has been carbon dated to between 5,100 and 5,350 years old. It was discovered in Slovenia in 2002 and is considered an important archaeological find due to its age and the advanced wheel and axle mechanism it uses. Speaking of blood vessels, the cornea is one of only a few parts of the human body without blood vessels. It receives its oxygen directly from the air and nutrients from tear fluid on the outside and aqueous humor fluid on the inside. The Philippines is composed of 7,641 islands. Only about 2,000 of them are inhabited, and they are categorized into 3 main geographical divisions: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. We think of gold as a precious metal, but did you know that the Earth has around 1.6 quadrillion tons of the stuff, mostly in its core? If all this gold were extracted, it could form a layer about 1.5 feet deep, covering the entire surface of the planet. That's a lot of gold. Rumors swirled about Apple's leap into the food industry with a sweet surprise: Apple candy. However, Apple promptly debunked the speculation, reaffirming their tech-centric focus on iPhones, iPads, and Macs. Does China have a special YouTube play button? Which way do people usually tilt their heads when kissing? What happens when you intentionally break wind on a prison guard? How much do clouds weigh? Well, be sure to watch this video until the end to get the answers to these mind-blowing questions and more in this episode of You Don't Know.